Hello friends, in this video we're going to be drawing some Valentine's penguin pals inspired by the story Penguin by Polly Dunbar. We're going to begin by drawing our penguin, which is going to be on this side, and then we will draw our self-portraits, a picture of ourself or a friend, a regular portrait, on this side of the paper. I want you to start with a pencil and trace with your Sharpie later. Don't worry about that yet. Let's start with our penguin. Now, this penguin does not look like a real penguin we might see out in nature, which is great. There's no pressure. If your penguin looks goofy, great. We are going for goof. Now, the main shape for the body, let's use our fingers to warm up here, is going to be an oval-ish shape. Now, part of our oval is going to be a little thinner at the top and a little thicker on the bottom. Think of a bowling pin if you've ever been bowling, or even a pear. A little bigger at the bottom and a little skinnier at the top. Let's get started. Here we go. Top of the head, down, a little further out, round the bottom and all the way back up. Is it perfect? No. Does it matter? Not at all. Now, I am inspired by the picture of Penguin and the main character of our story standing next to each other. So that's what we're gonna do. And Penguin has their fins, their wings, their something or others, out to the side like that. Now let's pretend I didn't like how that came in, this line up here. How about instead of erasing, I draw the line I want around my mistake line, and then I erase the line that I'm not happy with. Remember, it's always helpful to go around your mistakes. You want to learn from them, see them, change them, then erase. Let's add some little feetsies. These look like little letter W's with an extra swoop on them. Now, let's add some big oval eyes right up here. Good. Notice I am pressing very softly with my pencil. Now we want to make a tiny horizontal line and a long U for the nose. You can even add a little dot dot for the nostrils. Now we want to create one more oval inside to contrast the background of Penguin to their belly. So we're going to go across under the eye and follow the outline of the body all the way around. I'm going real slow, pressing light as a feather, and then horizontal line across. You can, of course, give Penguin some eyeballs, and we'll color in that later. Let's move on to our portrait. Now, again, this is very cartoony. We're going for goof. So the first thing I'm going to have you do for your chinny chin is a very shallow half circle. Again, warm up your fingers. There you go. I'm ready. Here we go. Down. We're making half of a circle. It's pretty wide. And up. Just like that. That's it. We're going to add two little letter C's. That one's forwards. This one's backwards to make the ears. And then we're going to move on to some pajamas. We'll add the face and head later. Face and hair, rather. Here we go. We're going to make a slightly diagonal line down. Diagonal line down right below the chin. Notice it's not touching the chin, it's below the chin. And we connect it with a horizontal line. Good. Next, we need some arms. So from the chin, come down diagonal, horizontal in. Down diagonal, horizontal in. And then just imitate these little curvy line out, curvy line back, so you and Penguin look like little twinsies. Now we need some pajama bottoms. diagonal down, diagonal down. Connect it with a horizontal line. One more vertical line down the center for the legs. And you can add some feetsies. These are very, 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 very shallow, skinny ovals, kinda, sorta. Just like that. Now, I'm going to add a face, and since this is me, I know my eyes are a little closer together, so I'm going to add one eye there, one eye here, a little simple curve for a nose, and a half smile. Now, I wear glasses, so I'm going to add some glasses. I have many different pairs. I think I'll go with my rectangle pairs. One over that eye, one over this eye, and a bridge right over the nose. Now, that doesn't look like me, Coach T, just yet. What's gonna really make it look like me is the addition of hair. Those who know me, you know I love my wavy, messy hairdo. So what I'm gonna do first is create some bangs across my forehead with a swiggly line. I also have a pretty decent side part, so I'm gonna do a small curvy line here, and then another longer curvy line over there, right over the ear. How about that? And then up top, I'm gonna do another wavy line this way, and another wavy line up here. There are so many different hairstyles you can choose from. Now, does that look exactly like Coach T? No, but is that fine? Of course it is. Maybe you wear a t-shirt to bed. Maybe you wear shorts to bed. There's a fun little template you can create yourself. Notice tons of different outfits, all the same head, but empty hair, so you can practice any hair you like. For my students, you can find this on our materials page. For any onlookers, I'll put a link in the description for you. So, now that I have me and Penguin, I have to decide, do I want us to be thinking about love? Do I want us to be holding some heart balloons? I think I want some balloons, so I'm gonna add a heart up here. What I like to do is make 1 dot, 2 dot, and then connect up with the curve, down with a diagonal. Up with a curve, down with a diagonal. If you don't get the heart on the first time, that is normal. Hearts are very hard. Go gentle. The only way you're going to get better is practice. And of course, I'm going to draw a wavy line showing I'm holding that balloon. And then how about another heart over here for Penguin? Remember, we're Valentine's Day pals. There you go. Now it's time to outline everything in Sharpie. Take your time. Make sure you press gently with your poster Sharpies. If you hear a squeaky sound, you're pressing a little too hard. Here we go. Alrighty, now that I've finished outlining my illustration, I'm going to color in with crayons. The only thing I want to address is that notice I've added some wavy lines inside my hair. That gives it some texture. The other thing I did is I colored in Penguin's body and wings black with my Sharpie. That's really the only other thing I added. Let's get started. How about we design some patterns on my PJs? You can do any kind of patterns you want. I think I want to stay simple and go for a little polka dots. Polka dots are pretty cool. I don't have any pajamas that are polka dots, so I want to make some right here on this page. How about that? Totally allowed. Maybe you're wearing pajamas right now. What do they look like? Totally. Add any design you like. And there you have it. Time to really color in. Now, I'm going to do penguin first. I'm going to start with orange for the nose and feet. Penguin is almost done. That is how fast that was. Wowza. There we go. Put that away. Next, I'm going to take my gray. Just to give my penguin a little bit of pop, I'm going to draw a really, really, really gentle outline inside my penguin's belly. Lovely. If you really want to, you could also go in and add a very, very, very thin layer of black right on the innermost part where your black marker and the gray crayon touch. That way there's a nice gradient or a little switch, a fade, if you will, from dark to light. That can be kind. This is optional if you feel like adding that extra little oomph to your artwork. My friends, penguin is finished! And they look fabulous. How about we color in Coach T? Oops, the one thing I forgot, the bridge of my glasses. Holy moly, there we go, I need some of that. If you want to add eyelashes, eyebrows, anything goes. It's you, or it's your friend, or it's you as somebody else. You can draw whoever you want as long as you have some penguin pals for Valentine's. Let's start with my hair. Now my hair is a little darker at the roots, so I'm going to have darker up top and have it fade into my blonder highlights. That's always fun. And my friends, if you want to see yourself with rainbow hair, go for it. This is your illustration. It's your drawing. You are the artist. You have a voice. You have a choice. Enjoy the process and create as you will. Now I'm ready to color my PJs and skin. Now for my PJs, I'm going to experiment with some pressure. In the polka dots, I want them to stand out, so I'm going to press very hard with my crayon to create a very bold color. Bold is bright and vibrant. Next, I'm going to press really lightly, light like a feather. Now my blue is contrasting a bit with those polka dots. Light and dark can change depending on the pressure you put on the crayon. Pressure means how hard you're pressing. Now I want to create a little bit of shadow, so I'm going to create a little darkness right here on the edges. This is optional. I like the extra texture it gives my illustration. There we are. Lovely. Last but not least, add my skin tone. And there are many different skin tones out there, my friends. Choose a color, choose anything you like that matches you or your friends, whichever piece you're doing. I'm going to add some rosy cheeks. I always add rosy cheeks to my little characters. I also love wearing blush, so it's quite appropriate. You know what I mean. Now I'm choosing to keep my glasses empty just to create a little contrast. Whoops, I forgot my hands and feet. Oy, oy, oy. Now, instead of having my feet out all cold, I think I want to add some pink socks. Awesome. You can choose whichever you want to do. Now the final touch is a little bit of red for our heart balloons. While I was Sharpieing, I did add a tiny triangle to the bottom of my heart to show that it is, in fact, a balloon. Fabulous. So neat, so precise. That's the way I like to make my art. Now the final thing, I just want to add a little background here, a little background spot that they're standing on. So I'm gonna add just a very scratchy line underneath my feet and underneath Penguin's feet, like that. You could even take your black crayon and add a little bit there. I'm gonna use my marker and make a very gentle horizontal line here. And that, as they say, my friends, is that. I hope you've enjoyed creating your own penguin pal. And keep in mind, we all look different. There are so many pals out there that you can choose from. You could even draw your penguin in the middle of the page and draw you and your best friend on either side. Have a good time, experiment, try new things, and have fun, young artists. I'm always around if you have any questions. Happy creating!